Coming up today on Studio 13 Live, Kelly Clarkson is putting rules around what can be thrown onto stage, what she says is the only thing that can be tossed at her.
Plus, Neighborhood Farmers Markets is celebrating 30 years, how they're celebrating their anniversary, and the vegetable of the month with zucchini races.
Then it's August, which means it is the last month to get in on that Facebook class action lawsuit, what you need to do to get your name on that list.
And Eureka Seattle is showing off some new menu items for summer, including their all-world breakfast burrito and Headhunter King cocktail. Studio 13 Live starts right now.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make your day.
Hi there. Thank you so much for being here with us today. I'm Mireya Garcia.
And I'm Carly Henderson. Let's get right into today's stories. The first one, we're starting on a sad note, guys. So Euphoria star Angus Cloud has died at 25 years old. TMZ reports he'd been struggling with his mental health after the recent death of his dad. Now, Cloud's family released a statement saying, "The only comfort we have is knowing Angus is now reunited with his dad, who was his best friend." Angus was open about his battle with mental health, and we hope that his passing can be a reminder to others that they are not alone and should not fight this on their own in silence. No official cause of death has been released. Man, it sounds like he's been struggling for a while. His character, too, on Euphoria, I watched the two seasons that are out of that show. So lovable, too. He played a drug dealer, but he was always looking out for Zendaya's character, Rue, and I'm really curious what they're going to do next season with it, because I know with Zendaya's shooting schedule and with the writers and actors strike right now, it's likely that we're not going to get it until 2025. So we've got some time to figure it out, but it's so sad. I feel so bad for his family dealing with two deaths.
Yes, and the thing that really just keeps sticking with me is that he's 25. He's an adult, but really just a baby to me. It just breaks my heart. That is just not a long life. So I think, what his family said is certainly true. People often need support. I feel like your mid and early 20s are also such a huge time of change. So I certainly hope if anyone out there is hurting, they can reach out and find a helping hand. Yeah. Difficult situation. And, referencing, something we've been talking about quite a lot here on Studio 13 Live, people chucking stuff at artists, not cool. But now it turns out that Cardi B, an artist herself, might be facing charges after an incident during one of her concerts over the weekend. So we actually were chatting about this yesterday, and in case you missed it, Cardi was performing at a nightclub when someone threw a drink at her. She responded by throwing her mic in that direction, hit a person, it bounced off them, hit somebody else. Well, that person reported it to the cops, and it was the second time that she had a kind of a big reaction over that weekend. We don't have permission to show you the video of this other incident, but during a performance earlier in the weekend, she threw her mic at a DJ for apparently cutting her songs short. So, you and I were chatting, Carly, about how it is frustrating that artists are dealing with this, but certainly two wrongs, they don't make a right.
Definitely not. Why is she throwing microphones all over the place? Like 2 microphones in a row? That's not cool.
Those things are pricey.
And the thing is, someone could hit you, but if you're hitting them back or doing any of this naughty behavior, you're probably going to get in trouble for it.
And you know what I think is just so difficult to me is that people are often looking for reasons to sue celebrities. So you're really just kind of taking the bait.
Yes. Yeah.
That's really tough.
You can't control what other people do, but you can control your own actions here. All right, let's talk about this. The God of Mischief is back in a new trailer for season 2 of Marvel's Loki. So Tom Hiddleston returning as Loki, who is struggling with time slipping after the events in the first season. Now, the most interesting part of the trailer is the return of Jonathan Majors as a variant of Kang the Conqueror. Loki premieres October 6th on Disney+. You watch this, right?
Look, if there's only one fan, it's me, and if there's no fans, I'm gone. That is how into this show I am. Yeah, I love Loki. It was an amazing first season. I'm a little nervous with all the drama with Jonathan Majors, how that's going to impact the show, but I'm hopeful.
Yeah, I didn't watch the first season, but I was watching the trailer for the second season. I was like, this looks really good.
Yeah.
I might need to catch up here. And I was just caught by seeing Owen Wilson in this trailer. I know he was in the first season too, but I was like, what a turn for Owen Wilson getting into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you know?
Doing a great job too, I have to say.
But like him, Chris Pratt, these comedy boys, I don't think I would have thought that this would be the turn that they take, but here we go. And Owen Wilson's killing it right now. We saw him in the Haunted Mansion trailer that we were showing yesterday too. So this looks really good. I might have to catch up on it.
Absolutely, and then we can talk about it. It'll be fun. Okay, if you're going to be throwing something at Kelly Clarkson, by the way, while she's performing, she says you can, as long as it's a diamond. She kicked off her residency in Las Vegas, and she told fans that, you know, if they're going to be throwing stuff, she wants it to be a diamond. That's her only rule. Later in the show, actually, though, somebody threw a little something. It was, according to Rolling Stone, a stuffed doll instead of a diamond, but she was a good sport about it all. She picked up the doll, gave it a little squeeze, and said that maybe there was a little bit of wiggle room in her diamond-only rule. And after several artists, of course, as we've been talking about, have had all these things thrown at them. And I think one of the saddest, most disappointing things to me about all this stuff is how cute it is when somebody throws a little something special on the stage for an artist, and that's all being ruined now, like when people are out there trying to hurt others.
I know. This is why we can't have nice things. Okay, guys, don't do it. Leave it to Kelly Clarkson, though, to handle it with comedy and grace.
So much
She's
class.
so cool. And you know what? Like, we talked about her last album and how good that was. I can't believe I've never seen Kelly Clarkson live.
I know. It would be a good show.
And she's touring in Vegas, or she has got her Vegas residency for another, like, I think, month or so. So it's probably not going to happen now, but I hope she goes on a full tour soon, because I would love to see Kelly Clarkson.
That would be nice. And what I love about her is that she's also not afraid to be a fan, right? She loves to sing other people's music when she's a big, big fan, and really does it justice.
Yeah, she does. All right. AMC says Barbie and Oppenheimer helped break the chain's weekly admission record for its entire 103-year history. AMC also says that opening weekend was its best since reopening during the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, year-to-date box office numbers are still below pre-pandemic levels, but the company says that rising popularity in movie theaters from the big hits could lead to a full recovery within the next 2 years. This is really surprising to me.
Yeah.
These are, I mean, huge movies. I can only speak for the Barbie movie because I saw that, loved it. But like, of all the movies ever, even the ones that are opening at Christmas when people are with their families and tend to see a lot of movies, and like Star Wars and Marvel movies, like, these are the movies that broke that record? I'm kind of surprised.
So I have a thought on this, okay? So with the rise of streaming services, I feel like a lot of these big name movies, we're talking Marvel, we're talking Star Wars universe, a lot of people, myself included, are willing to wait it out and watch it streaming. And I think that the Disney Plus subscription, they're starting to address that by pulling back. But I think that we are all in for a lot more marketing, long-term marketing of movies, because it was a little overwhelming, but it seemed to have worked, especially with the Barbie movie.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I probably see like 1 to 2 movies a year in the theaters at this point. Maybe I'll up it at some point. But look, I'm going to pack my own snacks, because when I went to the Barbie movie, I ordered a large popcorn to share with my friend and Twizzlers. Guess how much it cost?
I'm going to say $25.
Well, not that much.
Okay.
$18.
I'm pretty close, though.
I think it's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
You could get that for like $4 if you went to the store.
Well, I was just trying to think, because I got 2 small snacks and a drink, and it was about $25. So I was like, what in the world?
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's nice to have that freshly popped popcorn and everything, but if you're gonna have candy, it pays off to bring it yourself.
I know, absolutely. We just started taking my son to the movie theater, and now it's a whole like $60 endeavor.
Oh, because he wants the snacks.
Because he wants the snacks, and we do it because we don't go very often.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh gosh, I can't imagine having like 3 kiddos paying for all that.
Oh my God.
Did
you do Movie Pass when that was a thing?
I didn't, but I grew up in a really small town that had a 3-screen cinema, so It was not that much money back then.
During Movie Pass days, I can't remember, I feel like it was like $10 a month or something like that. And I went to 19 movies in like 9 months. I saw so many, so your girls really pulled back.
Oh, okay. Oh, so get this. Nurses in a hospital in Los Angeles, they threw a Barbie-themed party, speaking of Barbie, for a lovely young patient who loves all things pink. So the nurses decorated Ashley Gomez's room with pink streamers, balloons, you see it all there. Everybody wearing hot pink as well. And Ashley, she has cerebral palsy. She's been getting treatment for the past 6 weeks at the hospital. And her mom says that this party just really made her feel like the beautiful diva she is. Yes, girl.
Oh,
so sweet.
So sweet. That warms my heart so much. Nurses are just doing the most, saving the world and being heroes to their patients.
Absolutely.
I love that. All right, still ahead on Studio 13 Live, neighborhood farmers markets. They're going to be highlighting this month's vegetable in a really unique way. So how to get in on the fun with their Zucchini 500 races.
But next, we're checking in with Jody and Bender. They are filling us in on how people are reacting to Twitter's immediate rebrand to X. It is Tuesday, which means it is time to check in with our friends Jody and Bender for mornings on 95.7 The Jet. Hey.
Hi, guys.
Good to see ya. So we're going to be talking about the Hollywood strike. But first, people have quite the reaction to Twitter's rebrand of X. Talk to us about the platform's new slogan.
17 years as Twitter, 17 years with the bird, 17 years with the vernacular of it's a tweet, we're going to retweet. And now he just wants it to be X is the name of the company, X is the logo. We're now supposed to call everything that we post on Twitter or X a post. And if you're going to retweet it, it's now a repost. None of this is going to work. None of this is going to stick. And it's all for the publicity of whatever he's going to get, because none of this is going to stick.
No, I just don't see it happening. I feel like if it has a chance of working, it would be for a whole new generation of people that are not even using it at this point that will only know it as that. But I'm going to call it a tweet.
It's a tweet. It's a retweet. It's Twitter.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know, absolutely.
I'm sorry. Oh, and by the way, the new tagline is blaze your glory. That's their new tagline on X.
Blaze your glory. That is giving Kenergy in the worst way, I have to say, if you've seen the movie. So with the writers and actors on strike in Hollywood, more people are actually leaning on reality TV at this point. Reality stars actually speaking out now about this. What's going on?
So Bethany Frankel, one of the OGs from Real Housewives of New York, and arguably one of the most successful of all of them. She had multiple shows, multiple brands. She was a skinny girl and sold that for near $1 billion. So this lady knows her business. And Bethany Frankel has come out and said, hey, everyone, let's take a cue from the writers and actors strike and let's put the reality stars on strike, because a lot of the participants are vulnerable and naive when they sign these contracts. They get paid pittance and then the shows run forever and they don't get residuals. And hey, why shouldn't they have a union? What do you guys think?
Fair enough. I don't know. What do you think, Carly?
I don't know. I feel like let's maybe wait a few minutes and let them make all of their shows so that we have something to watch. And then you guys can strike later. Can we arrange it that way, please? They're filming the new season of Vanderpump Rules right now. What am I going to do?
Exactly, though. I mean, Bethany says that people like the Kardashians and all the successful Bravo shows that have been successful for a couple of years, those people should all sit down so that the smaller shows could, get equity level money, but it's never going to happen.
Okay, yeah, I don't think we need to do that. There's too many people. There's a certain desperation that comes along with going on reality TV. I do not think all reality stars are going to organize.
But we'll have to see.
They're not even in their own union.
Thankfully, you guys aren't representing the reality show stars of, all right, hold on a second, do a few more seasons, have stuff for us to watch, then go on strike.
Yeah. If you guys could listen to me, that would be awesome.
That's right.
Before we let you go, Seafair Fleet Week starts today. We're excited to have you both with us later on this week. On Friday, we're going to be doing a show together. But King Neptune, what are you most excited for?
All of it. Are you kidding? The Blue Angels are coming back to town. Hydros are coming back to town. Fleet Week starts today. The parade of ships starts at 1 o'clock right on the Seattle waterfront, Elliott Bay. And the press conference takes place at noontime today. Pier 62. I'll be there as King Neptune. Who knows? I could be knighting some people. You're going to see the ships
like us
and
people?
the tours. If you look, we could knight you guys on Friday at Genesee Park.
You gotta do this. Oh, I would be so obnoxious. Please let me have this.
Jody, have you been knighted yet?
No, I told him that he's not allowed to come near me with a sword. We're gonna
Smart.
All right.
On that note.
Well, we are very excited to hang out with you guys on Friday, and we'll see you a little later, okay?
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. And don't forget, you can catch Jody and Bender weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. on 95.7 The Jet. And still to come on Studio 13 Live, it is the last month to get in on Facebook's class action lawsuit. Yeah, how you can get your name on that list.
Yep, but first, our neighborhood farmers markets are celebrating 30 years, and we're going to take a look at some of the special anniversary events going on throughout August, right after the break.
Neighborhood Farmers Market celebrating 30 years this Saturday, August 5th at the University District Market.
Yep, and here to share all about their fun festivities, Catherine Vorey, Director of Communications and Development. Hi, welcome back.
Hi, welcome. Thanks for having me.
Last time you were here, I think we were tasting some delicious cherries.
That's
I'm
right.
excited to get down with some zucchinis today. Let's talk farmers markets first, because they're so important to our region, and it seems like new farmers markets are popping up all the time. When did the first farmers market in Seattle start?
So the first neighborhood farmers market was 1993 with the University District, which is like kind of amazing because you always think of all the neighborhoods as having markets. And from that, they kind of expanded into other neighbors like West Seattle, Columbia City, Capitol Hill, Magnolia, Finney. So there's been a big expansion.
Yeah, they've made such a big impact on the communities as well.
Yeah, talk to us about that impact. How do you think that it is something that really improves our individual communities?
Well, you know, one of the things that it's really important for the farmers markets is that they're accessible for everybody. So there's a lot of food security programs, so you can bring your Fresh Bucks in there or your EBT card. And if you're not sure, you can come to the manager's booth and they can help you. So we want the markets to be accessible for everybody in our community to be able to get fresh produce, vegetables, pasta, meats, whatever they need.
It's so fun to just even walk through them.
I know, it is, absolutely. And one of the best things is how successful they've been. And in fact, you're celebrating 30 years this Saturday in the U District. So tell us a little bit about what's happening there to celebrate.
Well, we're super excited. We've got some new special 30th anniversary merchandise by local artist Stevie Shao. So they're just joyful, fun. Yeah, so whenever you're coming back to the markets, you want to bring your own bag. You can get a tote, you can get a tumbler, a bandana.
I love that tumbler, yeah.
There'll be some cookies from one of our favorite local bakeries. There'll be market bingo. So stop by, bring the family, come shop the markets.
Those are so cute. I need to do that. So we're going to be highlighting another vegetable in a very unique way, the zucchini. So what are we doing here?
Well, so August, we choose to highlight our zucchini. So one of the fun ways we do this is to make zucchini cars, and we do zucchini races. You can bring your kids. We provide all the supplies. It's free of charge. So here is a pre-made one, but we've got two partially started for both of you.
Okay.
So it's just very simple. You can, you try and put your wheels on low so you can race.
Low,
and you cannot hurt a zucchini. So if you need to repuncture your zucchini, it's perfectly fine.
Okay.
I think that's very sweet of you to say. You know, I know we have
We're
kind
craft
hearts,
challenged.
but I know little kids are too.
I feel like mine's dragging on the ground a little, but maybe I'll flip it over and then she'll run. Okay, there we go.
And then you can choose
Me too.
whatever.
It's on
Maybe
its
we'll
belly.
flip it this way.
Maybe.
There we go.
Yeah, you have to go low.
Figure it out.
Gotta go low. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But we can put some other cool stuff on it as well.
Right. So there's all sorts of goodies that you can put on there. There's like little flags. There's pipe cleaners. There's toothpicks that you can use to hold the pipe cleaners.
Oh.
Just some ribbons, anything that you want to design. Even those thumbtacks, just you can make a design on there. It's an easy thing to do. You know, wanting everybody to come in and be able to make something that they can feel proud of. It's a very fast-paced race. You know, I think that the race maybe, you know, maybe 50 or 60 zucchinis an hour.
Oh my
letting it
gosh.
ripen.
Really?
It's very fast
Okay,
paced.
so we have to talk about how Carly and I were trying to guess what the zucchini race was, and I thought you just threw them.
I thought maybe you just roll the zucchini, but here we
is
go.
more
We have
fun.
full on wheels. I just made a little unicorn zucchini too. Look at
I
this little
like
sparkly,
that.
sparkly horn. How can people sign up to race?
Well, you can come to our website and all the zucchini days will be listed, but you just show up at the market. And if you don't want a zucchini race, you can actually just sample some zucchini bread. So
that's
I love
good
zucchini
too.
bread.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
kind of like
gosh.
an underrated kind of banana bread, you know?
Yeah, it is, it
It's
is.
really similar, but
Yeah.
you feel healthier eating.
yeah, so
Like, oh, it's zucchini.
no matter how you feel about zucchinis, there's opportunities for you.
I love that.
I'm really into this project. This is amazing. All right. This is great. This is really great. So Farmers Market Week also coming on August 6th. So it goes through the 12th. So talk to us about the different things that are going to be available for people.
Sure. So if you're not able to stop by the U District on Saturday, there still will be the merch at all the different markets that following week. But there's also Farmers Market Bingo. So that's a way to kind of encourage you to go to different markets, get a stamp, and maybe win a prize. And all month, including this week, we always have food demonstrations because we want you to be able to learn more about some of the, food and produce that we have and ways to use it.
That's great.
You know, I have to say, I was walking through a farmer's market with a friend of mine and our two sons. You're right over there?
I was going to try to adjust my wheel. You just keep telling your story.
And one of my favorite things about farmers markets is that all the stuff is at really great eye level for toddlers. So they get excited about trying the new food, running up to some cherries. We had an ear of corn that was just randomly grabbed and ended up paying for. So I think that's like a fun thing for families as well, just to look around.
Yeah, and you try something new. I mean, I recently tried golden raspberries, which are a lighter color raspberry for the first time. And so sometimes you find a different kind of produce too.
That's true. A pluot. I remember I tried that for the first time at the farmers market. I was like, wow, okay.
Very fun.
Yeah. Eat fresh, eat local, and make some little zucchini cars. What could be better?
Very
Yeah,
fun.
absolutely.
Thank you so much for visiting with us and letting us do this project with you. This has been amazing. And we do have more info on their 30th anniversary celebration up on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live.
Yeah, come back and see us again soon. Coming up, we are turning to the internet for a round of Cuckoo Reviews. What some people had to say about a shocking kids game.
All right, and DiGiorno testing out a new pizza vending machine where you might be able to find one of these things. That's coming up next.
The clouds, I'm gonna make.
Hey, welcome back. Arizona State University's law school will now allow the use of artificial intelligence when applying to get in. So ASU says that applicants can use generative AI like ChatGPT or Google Bard. The school says that applicants are responsible for making sure the submitted information is accurate. In a press release, ASU says it is embracing the technology in an effort to strengthen legal education. Okay. It continues by saying that it hopes to break down the barriers for some students. To me, this sounds like, well, we don't have the time or resources to really enforce rules against this, so go ahead. You're going to do it anyway.
That's what I'm hearing. I'm kind of hearing actually, we can't. There is no way for us to enforce this, so fine.
Yeah, that makes me wonder what the
strange.
professors are dealing with during classes and if they're taking a similar stance.
Ooh, I'm very interested in that because how can you tell if somebody's essay was written by them or by somebody that they paid for?
I know. I think that's going to change the way education happens.
Don't love it. All right. Well, I do love this, though. DiGiorno is looking to sell pizzas in vending machines. That sounds pretty weird, but apparently these pizza kiosks are being tested right now. Customers paying $9, and then they wait 3 minutes for their pizza to cook. The machine then spits it out, and they store 10-inch thin crust cheese and pepperoni pizzas, my favorite kind of crust. All right, it's all working out. Future locations, they could include, of course, college campuses, some home improvement stores, and sports venues. Weird, but I get it.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely. I was walking out of a spot at a hotel last week and here in Seattle, and there was a pizza vending machine there. And I was
already?
like, oh my gosh, it wasn't a DiGiorno one, it was a different brand. So I feel like pizza vending machines are hitting the market pretty hard right now. It was $10. And then I asked the valet, who was a college kid, I was like, have you guys ever tried this pizza vending machine here? It's a pretty decent price, especially downtown for, a little pizza. And he was like, yeah, it's surprisingly good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So DiGiorno said we want in on this too.
We
it
want in
sounds
on
like.
this too. Yeah. Yeah. I guess we're just going to be seeing a whole lot more. And at a hotel, it makes sense too. You know, you get home, you're hungry, you don't have to go too far. Interesting. A lot of people apparently avoiding places that don't have a drive-through. Some people say it's laziness, other people say it's for convenience, and a new poll says that nearly half of Americans avoid businesses that don't have a drive-through. We're talking everything from restaurants to banks and pharmacies. The main reason that people say is it's faster. It also limits interactions with others. Well then.
Okay.
I mean, I don't necessarily feel like the drive-thru's faster.
No.
Especially for food. Like if you're going to a Sonic, I would rather pull into the stall and then when your food is ready, they can bring it to you right away versus someone in front of you has a really long, you know, order, a lot of stuff that they're getting. You know, you have to wait for all of that before you get your food. But maybe for coffee, it makes sense.
Yeah, the thing I don't like is this like characterization that it's lazy to want to use a drive-through. Like, let me live my life. Chill. Pump the brakes. But the worst drive-through lines I've ever been a part of are always like pharmacy drive-throughs.
Oh, really?
Which, you know, great if you're like super, super sick and you just don't feel good and you want to just, that's fine. But they tend to take a lot longer, I will say. Yeah.
I've only done the pharmacy drive-through one time, but I felt like it was a much more pleasant experience waiting, you know, to pick up your order than just having to like sit in a supermarket or in the actual, you know, pharmacy yourself too. It just feels like dirty or something. I don't know. It's nice to just be in your car.
We're all sick and we're all around each other.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. So our lives can be filled with a lot of to-do lists. Our lives certainly can, Carly.
Yes.
And you know, one man decided that he was gonna remember to fill out his to-do list in a very special way. Check this out. I haven't seen this up close. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
He's doing it. This guy named Robert posted this photo of his brand new tattoo. It is a blank to-do list on the inside of his hand. His plan is to fill it out, you know, like with a pen or something to keep himself organized. Now there's just millions of people debating over whether this idea is A-okay or not after the tattoo obviously went viral. You know, I have to tell you though, my only problem with this, because you can do whatever you want, but my only problem with this is that hand tattoos don't last very long.
I've also heard they're the most painful.
Yeah.
One of the most painful parts. My problem with this is that the lines are there's the kind of diagonal lines of his hand.
Yeah.
And I wish the lines kind of lined up with that a little bit more.
Yes, yeah.
It's weird. I mean, maybe it would be harder to write on your to-do list on your hand that way.
Yeah.
But it feels weird that there's like these other lines crisscrossing it. I like a clean look.
I think I'm gonna stick with my phone.
Yeah.
You know, instead of a new tat.
Yeah. Also, like, what if you? I mean, I wash my hands a lot. I feel like that to-do list would rub off right away with the daily.
And then you'll be like, what did that say?
What did that say? Well, I'll have to figure it out later if I remember. August is the last month for Facebook users to get in on a $725 million class action lawsuit. So Facebook's parent company Meta agreed to pay the fine to settle allegations that it shared private information with third-party companies. Now, you're eligible if you were a Facebook user in the U.S. between 2007 and 2022. I think that's like 15 years. You can make the claim online, and it's still unclear how much money everyone that signs up will get from that settlement.
It won't be that much. I mean, it's probably gonna be just a few dollars a person.
Yeah. Whenever I get like an email or a letter about these class action lawsuits, I'm like, is this a scam? Is this real? So I never like actually go and sign up for them. And the ones that I have, I feel like I never heard anything about. There was one you could like link your PayPal to do it. So that was nice because it would just show up. You didn't have to like check the mail for a check or whatever. But you know, I do think it's probably a good idea to do it, especially, you know, when it comes to our privacy, which is something we need to protect online. So it's less about the money that you're going to get and more about like making the company kind of feel the burn.
Right.
And, you know, showing them that it's not okay to just give away your personal information.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I've been a part of one of these before. I signed up, was accepted. I actually couldn't even tell you the company anymore, honestly. Maybe it was something Amazon related. But I will tell you that then I got some sort of message that the money ran out. And that was just the end of it, you know what I mean? And it was never going to be a lot of money. It was more about the principle of the thing, as you mentioned. But yeah, so don't expect to make bank here, people, okay? If you end up doing it. Hey, Snoop Dogg at it again with a new product for you to try out. This time releasing a little bit of ice cream, perfect for summertime. This line is called Dr. Bombay. There are a lot of flavors, including sherbet swizzle, cocoa cream cookie dream, bonus track brownie, rolling in the dough, and you know, the man loves a pun, Carly, man after your own heart here.
Yep.
These are available at Walmart for $5. And Snoop Dogg really said, let me put my stamp on everything.
Yeah, I kind of like his business ventures too. I love his, you know, doesn't he have a cereal that the like?
He had a cereal. I don't know if it's still around, but yeah.
He did the affirmation videos for kids. I thought that was, you know, chef's kiss, quite amazing, making the world a better place. I would try Snoop Dogg's ice cream. I like that he's having fun with the flavor names too. Both him and Cher, wow. Up next, we are sharing some of the wackiest things that toddlers say, including the difference between a vegetarian and a humanitarian. They're still trying to figure it out.
Very good. It's tricky. It is a tricky one, okay? And still to come, Eureka Seattle is giving us a look at some of their new menu items, including their Chipotle burger, braised short ribs, yes, and the all-world breakfast burrito.
Hey, it's time for Cuckoo Reviews, where we dive into the most absurd internet reviews. Okay, so I found this lie detector game on Amazon. Apparently, you put it on your finger, and it's supposed to kind of detect the lies and then shock you.
All right,
game,
all right. I'm already shocked right now. So this person really wanted to feel the shock, and they said they were actually disappointed with the product because all you can feel is a little tingle, even with brand new batteries. Oh, darn. So it says sometimes you barely feel it. Maybe mine is not working right. What did they want?
I don't know. Apparently, maybe they exercise a lot and they have a high pain tolerance.
Maybe.
Bringing it back to yesterday's story.
Yeah.
All right, this parent captured in their review, fun, but none of my kids want to play with me. And they said, it's great to end disputes between the kids on whose turn it is to take out the garbage or clean the dishes. Can you imagine your parents hooking you up to a lie detector test to
I don't know.
see?
My kid is wild enough that I think he'd be like, bet.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, if you come across any cuckoo reviews yourself, be sure to DM them to us at Studio 13 on Fox and social media. We'd love to check them out and share them with all of you.
That was so funny. We should get that.
I know we
It
should.
really works. All right, now we're checking in with Stuff My Toddler Says, and we would love to have a good laugh around here, so let's do just that, because kids can be some of the best comics out there without even realizing it, honestly.
So true.
So this parent shared a lovely conversation with their 4-year-old on social media. All right, the kiddo said, "Can we get a kitten?" The parent goes, "I'm allergic. We can't be in the same house." So the 4-year-old says, "You could sleep outside." Very nice.
Well, there's a solution-oriented child. There we go. Oh my God. This mom shared a conversation between her 6- and 7-year-old kids. The 7-year-old asks, "Mom, what's a humanitarian?" The 6-year-old then takes over and says, "I got this, Ma. It's like a vegetarian, but they eat humans." Oh, horrified or proud? Signed, an anonymous parent.
I love this.
If you think about the way you break down the words, though, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely, it makes sense. But you know, maybe correct the child.
Maybe we need a new
let
word.
them know. Just let them know, okay?
Yeah.
So this little girl is already dreaming of her wedding day, but in a much cooler way, okay? 4-year-old Anna said, "After my wedding, I think I'll just come home and eat a hot dog." Yes, girl, it's your day. You do what you want.
You celebrate that however you want. Speaking of food, 7-year-old Kai said, "I can't wait until I'm 18. I'm going to put nuts in my purse so I'm never hungry. I'm thinking cashews."
Oh, yes.
Definitely a dream you can make come true.
Oh my gosh. So right now, I have not corrected my son on this yet because I think it's so cute. But every time he wants more than one option, he says he wants a rainbow.
Oh.
So I'll say, "Do you want, you know, the blue toy, the red toy, or the yellow toy?" And he's like, "I want the rainbow."
Yeah, give it to them
And
all.
yeah, no, so cute. Eventually, I might have to say something, but it can be cute now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
I love it. All right. So again, we enjoy these little moments from the kiddos before they're all grown up and just get so serious. So if your kid said something hilarious, or you know, want to share something off the wall, they said you can email it to us, find us on social media. Just search for Studio 13 on Fox.
Yes. All right. If you are worried about your partner not posting about you, it might actually be a good thing. Interesting.
Okay.
So this new study says that couples who share a lot of their relationship online are probably not as happy as they look. And people who share couple selfies 3 or more times per week were 128% unhappier than those who didn't. Only 10% of these selfie-obsessed couples consider themselves very happy, and researchers say that trust issues could lead unhappy couples to post more often. Serving up 3 selfies a week of you and your partner is a lot.
It is.
That's a lot.
You know, this is a tough one for me because in the early days of social media, I would definitely like post longer posts about me and my husband celebrating this or that. And we were fine. But like, yeah, eventually you start kind of looking around and it's like the 3 paragraphs.
Yeah, my hubby did this.
It's like too long. It's too long. Divorce is around the corner.
I think I'm on the other end of the spectrum where I don't post my partner that much, and then when I do, people are like, "Whoa, you have a boyfriend? What?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you know me, you know.
And then you tell them for how long? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah, it's so strange. The thing that I don't love about this, I will say, is when it's early in a relationship and they just refuse to post you, because then it feels like one person is hiding something.
Really? I feel like you can take as much time as you want.
No, I mean, certainly there's like a little ebb and flow there, but I've also heard countless stories on the internet about somebody who had multiple relationships and they were getting away with it because they just didn't post on social because they like their privacy.
Ooh, so maybe the solution is you demand a soft launch.
Soft launch.
Like your hand holding an ice cream cone as you're cheersing the ice cream cones. If there's like a couple, how many dates would you say you need to be seen on their
girl,
social
I've been
media?
married so long I couldn't even speak on this.
Couple months? 2 months?
Yeah, or like after you've had a conversation where you're like, okay, we're doing this maybe.
Oh, yeah,
you
once
know?
you're official.
Yeah, because if
Demand
you're not
a soft
official.
launch.
Yeah, I like a soft launch. That's all right.
That's a solution.
Keep them guessing.
Yeah.
All right, if you've had a rough night of sleep, your pet may be to blame. New research showing that people with dogs have more issues when it comes to sleeping and then feeling unrested, than those who just don't. People with cats apparently snore more because they have trouble falling asleep and staying asleep. They also apparently have leg jerks. That's kind of weird, isn't it? So one solution, of course, could be limiting your pet's access to the bedroom. However, I feel like I like sleeping next to my dog. I think it's cute, personally.
I think it's definitely a worse quality sleep for me, but a more fulfilling sleep. You know what I mean?
I think so. I agree.
Our dog, he used to always like sleep against me, and when he would lean on me, I would be like, I feel so chosen, and I love it. I thought it was the best feeling ever. Now he kind of will sleep under the bed, but when he comes up in the morning and gives me my little hand licks and everything, it's like, it just feels so good.
Sweet.
It's nice to have him around, you know?
Love it.
Yeah. All right, coming up on Studio 13 Live, Eureka Seattle showing us how to make their all-world breakfast burrito with crispy potatoes, avocados, and salsa. I'm heading over there right now.
So good. And don't forget, if you missed anything from today's show, you can find it on our website. You can head over to fox13seattle.com/Studio13Live. I'm ready for those potatoes, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna make your day. Yeah, I'm gonna make your day.
Welcome back. Eureka Seattle has some new menu items on the menu for summertime, and they're also launching a new Tiki Cup collaboration with famous artist Tiki Tony.
I love it. Okay, and here to give us a little preview of some of their specials with all this amazing food here, we have Taylor Bulin and Martina Andrade. Welcome!
Thank you so much for having us. We're so excited to be here.
Yeah, so excited to have you. So Eureka is located in University Village. Talk to us about the feel of the restaurant and the kind of amazing food people can find there.
Yes, absolutely. So these are just a few of the staged items from our new menu rollout, which is very exciting. But the food that you can get, we pride ourselves on discovery. So we want you to discover your new favorite. So whether that's from our amazing Scratch Kitchen or our beverage program, we featured like modern takes on American classics. And then our beverage program is super innovative, cool scratch cocktails. And then we focus on small batch whiskey. So we have 80 plus whiskeys behind our
Nice.
bar. Yeah. Super high scale, like this Pappy Van Winkle, to our house whiskey, which is Buffalo Trace, which is amazing.
Ooh, cool. Well, I can vouch for your French fries because I might have stolen them before we started.
Walked in there and was like, yoink.
Yeah, I'm a French fry connoisseur. I
you
must
are.
try, and they're very good. I love the little herbs on them. And today we're going to be learning how to make your all-world breakfast burrito. What
Correct.
goes into that?
Yes,
Well,
absolutely.
basically, we start with the eggs. And we like to cook it with butter.
Okay.
Butter gives it like the fluffiness, the
Oh,
creaminess.
absolutely.
Butter makes everything taste
That's
better,
Yeah,
right?
it does.
Yeah.
It does. And then our tortilla is a little bit different. We do it with a cheese crusted tortilla.
The audible gasps of us in the studio.
Yeah, the way we do that, basically, we put it on the flat top, put cheese on it, and then put the tortilla on top of it, flip it.
Oh my
Then we
God.
build it.
Glorious.
I feel like a heated tortilla is like, high class here, but
Yeah.
throw some cheese on it. We are really cooking.
Even better. Amazing. So what did you just throw in there?
That's green onions. And then we're going to do crispy bacon.
Just get it really nice. And
Yeah,
tasty.
get it nice and toasty.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
The crunch on this burrito is going to be something else, I
Yeah.
feel like.
Especially with the tater tots at the end. We're going to add tater tots. So that's
We
gonna
heard
make
there
it-
were potatoes. We didn't know they were tater tots.
Yeah,
That's
tater tots. So
Our little secret.
special.
Yeah, getting better and better.
Now, while you're finishing that up, why don't you walk us through some of the other menu items that you have here?
Yeah, absolutely. So the one we have right up here at the top is our Chipotle burger. It's brand new, and we do a Havarti crusted bun. So again, with the crispy cheese, Chipotle aioli, cheddar cheese on top of that, and then fresh guacamole to really just like bring some lightness and freshness to the burger. This is our short rib, so it's braised in a red wine au jus over potato puree, super buttery, fresh with spinach, which is incredible, and then charred Fresno chilies just to give it a little bit of a kick. And then not featured here, we also introduced a Mandarin chicken salad, which is grilled chicken, fried Fresno chilies, orange slices. It's just fresh and delicious.
Unbelievable.
Cool. And then what are these right
I know,
here?
I'm eyeballing those over there.
Yes, those are my favorite. They've been on the menu for quite some time. It's a guest favorite. So those are our mac and cheese balls. So mac and cheese, Fresno chilies, and then fried with
Get out of my way, Carly. Get
parm.
out.
Yes, served with a side of ranch. They're just amazing.
Oh my God, ranch, your favorite.
Ranch is my favorite.
Yes, house-made ranch. It's outstanding.
They deserve mac and cheese balls everywhere. This is so
They're
good.
creamy, yummy. Yeah, those are my favorite. I have to stop myself
This
after
has
not eating
changed
five.
my whole day.
How did you guys start putting, like, melting the cheese on the different, like, tortilla and buns? Like, who came up with that? Was it you who came up with that?
no, it was
Such a good idea.
our culinary team, but I mean, it's basically the same way we do the tortilla.
Oh, good.
Put the bread on it, the cheese, and flip it over. The same way.
Amazing.
Cool.
Gets it
Same
nice
way.
and crispy,
Yeah,
nice
nice
texture.
and crispy.
Tell us a little bit more about this cool collaboration you have going on with the famous artist Tiki Tony.
Yes.
Cups are really cool.
We're super excited about that. So our head of beverage, Trevor Tyler, is really big in the community with the tiki world. And so he created the Headhunter King, and that inspired a mug collaboration.
It's fine, it's fine, hair, it's fine.
Making a little bit of a mess. It's okay here.
It's a Tuesday.
So we worked with Tiki Tony it's been about 2 years now to create this specialty mug exclusive for our Headhunter King. So we're selling them in the restaurants for $60, and you get the drink, and you get to take the mug home. Yeah, super, super fun.
It's really
All right.
cool.
Yeah.
Where are we at over here?
So we're ready. We're gonna start building it.
Look at that.
So once you heat up the tortilla, we start with the egg first, and the crispy bacon. Excuse me.
Oh, and then you put more cheese
Add
inside.
more cheese and American cheese.
Very nice.
Add fresh avocado,
Oh, yes, of
more
course.
creaminess.
That's everything.
Then it comes the crispy.
This is special.
That's my favorite part. The tater tots are my favorite part.
Would you call the potatoes inside the burrito kind of a California style?
Oh, you could say that. I
Yeah.
like that. Absolutely.
Wonderful. And we're seeing an expert wrapping of a burrito, which
Thank you.
your
and
girl
basically you
cannot do.
sear it a little more,
It's hard to wrap a burrito.
and we like to serve it with our brand new salsa verde and our firecracker sauce.
Yum.
Oh, okay. So how spicy are they?
Salsa verde, only a little bit. Firecracker's
Okay.
got a nice kick
It's got
to
a good
it.
kick to it. Oh, I love that. And we are building a burrito with some bacon right now, but you also made a veggie version, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Tell us
So
about
sans
it.
bacon. So it's the same ingredients, just sans the bacon. So it's gonna have that fresh avocado, the tater tots, all that good stuff, with the extra
Beautiful.
cheesy crust.
Is that on the menu or is that something you ask for?
Have to ask, no
Okay,
bacon.
good.
Yes.
You know I'm not afraid to modify, so.
Yeah.
Yes, and this
I'd
right
like to
now is
try
only
this.
available 11 to 3 Saturday and Sunday, but goes perfectly with our $7 Bloody Marys and mimosas on the weekends.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The perfect brunch deal.
What do you think?
fantastic.
Oh, so
This is
yummy.
so good.
Good.
I love the crispy potatoes and the avocado in here too.
Oh, yeah.
And the cheese. It's like perfect burrito.
Yeah,
All of the
good
good
mix.
textures.
I'm so excited to try with a little bit of bacon. I do love bacon, okay? It's very tasty. Are we ready? Oh, I can't
Specialty
wait.
for you.
Enjoy.
Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna
The
go.
green sauce
I'm
is
gonna
really
go
good, too.
spicy, okay?
Good fresh.
Oh, okay.
Spicy.
The firecracker, I have to say, I put on everything at the restaurant. It
Yeah?
is my favorite. It's also a fan favorite.
I need to try that sauce too.
Oh my gosh. It's so good. It's like vinegary too, but
Yeah.
in a wonderful way.
Super bright.
Bright. That's
Yeah.
the word. Oh, yum.
Especially if you mix them together,
you.
they come really good.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Do
right.
you think that's spicy? I think that's spicy.
It's not spicy. It's just like tangy.
Yeah.
It's got its own
Definitely got a
spice.
kick.
I feel like spicy level is very subjective.
Yeah,
I don't want to.
Agreed.
step on you here. It's
Totally
also
agree.
a little spicy. Yes, absolutely. Okay, and there are also a couple special items on your Friends with Benefits program. So I love this idea. It makes it really special. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so these right here are lollipop corn dogs. Actually, were on the menu traditionally before the pandemic, and we recently took them off, but our fans needed them back. And so we figured the people that were going to get it first were our Friends with Benefits members, which is our loyalty program at the restaurant. And so you can sign up at the restaurant with a QR code, or you can even sign up online and download our app, and then you immediately get access to these lollipop corn dogs, which,
That's so cool.
you know, if everyone gives us the phenomenal feedback, then they might stay a little bit longer.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, that's a little challenge for you. What about mocktails for people who maybe aren't drinking right now?
Yeah, so we have 2 spirit-free cocktails on our menu, which are amazing, and it's really cool to see all of these different liquors introduced that are essentially replacements for liquor without having to feature the spirits. And so we have 2 on our menu, in addition to some really cool non-boozy beverages like the watermelon agua fresca, which is a little
Oh,
kick.
yum. That sounds so good. Okay, awesome.
That's good. We're definitely going to have to come visit you.
Please do. We'd love to have you.
Fantastic food.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Taylor and Martine, we'll talk to you
you.
soon. And we've also posted more info on Eureka Seattle up on our website, fox13seattle.com/Studio 13 Live.
We're
We'll
gonna
see you
dig in
tomorrow.
now.
Yeah.
Bye.
Have a
Have a
great day.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna make